at your press conference, you said pensioners are willing to sacrifice.
You know what I'm saying? That's definitely, if you go into some of these things, and it happens that you must give some, you must consider and give some away because we need to resolve
some concessions.
Some concessions. Mm-hmm. What is there is not in the interest of pensioners. If they cannot be exempted, but there will be a way of reducing the hardship that they are going to go through, and it's brought on board, we can discuss it and see if it's first is to exempt. If exemption will not be ideal, or you don't want to give total exemption, and you want to do something to make sure that they get something. You know, as I think that everybody must get something home from your investment, so that principally these people who are using that as their only source of income would always get something. I can't see how people are going to buy their medication if they don't have the funds. And nothing is coming to you from anywhere. All that you are relying on is the pensions that you...
Yeah, and we have one of the pensioners say he's actually considering suicide. Yes. And we have to literally beg him to take that out of the equation. But he says that's if this actually happens, he will, in essence, rather kill himself than bear the pain.
And suffer.
Exactly, than bear the pain. Have you heard this among your members?
Nobody has said that, but that's what they say. It will shorten, in our petition you have said, it will shorten the life, our God-given life.
That's actually a fact.
Because if we are supposed to live for this far and something happens, and for example, people who are on the high blood pressure and others, we know that if you don't take the drug, you have consequences. Now I'm taking this drug so that it sustains me over the period. If you keep on doing it religiously, no matter the sickness, your life is what sustained a little. But if you lack it, and that's why when people even commit some crime or they are suspected to have committed some crime and they are arrested, and the family knows that they have this problem, they try to negotiate to reach the person and administer the medication because they know that if for 3 days he hasn't taken that medicine, he won't come out of the grips of the law. He will die in the hands of people who are keeping them. So it is important that people have their medication always. And if this is the only source of income that they are using to bear all this, and it's taken away from them, and you say you won't get anything, then that is a challenge, and that is why I say...
Let's take a moment to do some education. There was an amendment to the invitation to exchange, which was circulated today by the Finance Ministry. I want to go through some of the points.
A new amendment.
Well, this is it. I got it from the Finance Ministry. Yeah. Amendments to the initiative to exchange. And it sort of breaks down what it is. It's part of it says...
The question and answers.
The FAQs, yeah, I think that's the same.
Well, I mean, but I want to go through some of the things. And let's break it down. It says accrued interest will be paid in capitalized form,
yes,
which I think you tried to explain, that the government has decided to respond. But there's this part. Participating holders of the 2023 bonds will receive a 2% cash fee.
Yes.
What is that?
Well, government has decided to give you 2% of whatever bonds that you tender in.
When?
As soon as on the...
Not whatever bonds. The bonds that are maturing in 2023.
Yes, that you tender.
That you tender in. So if you tender in...
if your bonds is 100,000, plus the interest maybe 100,000 and 100,000, 200.
You get 2,000.
Then they give you 2% of that 100,000, 200.
2% of the 100,000?
Yes. Of the total.
They'll give it to you
so if your
right
money
away.
is 10,000,
okay.
you are going to get 200 Ghana cedi. You are going to get 200 Ghana cedi.
So immediately you exchange.
If you were expecting
immediately exchange, you get 200 cedi.
So if you had saved money,
yeah,
and hoping that you build some money, and then this year you are going to the university, you are going to do a master's program. Now that one, they say they are going to take it, and when they take it, they only give you 200 Ghana cedis.
Wow! Immediately.
Then you go and figure out how you solve that problem in your university. God forgive you people.
So that's what it means.
That's the essence
that's what it
of
means.
the two. So,
I see.
So any amount that you tender in, you agree to tender in for the exchange, you get a 2% money that is paid to you.
Wow. 2% of the money
I
people
mean,
have
can
saved.
you imagine for 5 years trying to build your wealth to go to school
Yeah.
and do a master's program to better your life? And this is the month that you are supposed to get your money,
Yeah.
24th January. And then this is what they are telling you, that you've been able to raise the money, 20,000 Ghana cedis. For the last 5 years, you've been saving 500, 500, 500, 500. All right, now it's maybe 30. So you've planned it. You to take some, you go and chop. You got returns on it. You think that you put all your money here. That when I go, because of this, my family, I'll not be able to work full time, but I can put something cool to choke them. And then they come and tell you this. What has happened to your life? The only crime that these people, the individual bondholders, these Ghanaians have done, is that they trusted their government. When the opposition was complaining about the debt crisis and that they were over borrowing, Ken told us he knew what he was doing. That these are the people who went to Yale. They went to Yale. I didn't go some. They went to Harvard. I didn't go some. And we trust them. Investment risk kid, economic risk kid. We trust them. And when people trust you, this is how you abuse their trust. And you do it not even just destroying people's dignity, you are even destroying their own sustainability. I mean, I think this is the lowest of the low. And any world-thinking Ghanaian must rise up. And then we'll be calling on the labor unions. Make no mistake. All these people are part of your labor fund. It's not pensions, but it's their savings. It's their savings to actually sustain their lives. You are here. You are a worker, aren't you?
Yeah.
Having to put your money in there. You have plans to use that money for something. Through this, maybe you buy a home. Through this, maybe you'll be able to pay your son's college school fees in Ashesi. Then now look at all that has happening. Over the next 12 years, your whole life is dissipated. Up now to what, 2038, I guess.
Yeah,
Yes.
2038.
Between now and 2030, that's 15 years, right? 15 good years from now. Your whole economic structure is decimated.
Let's